Deep in the heart of the jungle, the sun shone brightly, casting a golden hue over the lush greenery. The air was filled with the sounds of birds singing, their melodies creating a symphony that echoed through the trees. Monkeys swung from tree to tree, their playful chatter adding to the vibrant atmosphere. This was Leo's home, a place of beauty and harmony.
I am Leo, a wise old lion with a thick mane. My wisdom comes from years of observing and understanding the ways of the jungle.
Leo was a friend to all in the jungle. His presence brought a sense of peace and security to the other animals. Leo often spent his days watching over the other animals, ensuring that everyone was safe and content. He kept them safe from harm, always ready to step in if danger approached. He helped them when they were in need, offering his strength and wisdom to solve their problems. Everyone looked up to Leo, admiring his courage and kindness. He was not just a leader, but a mentor and a friend. They knew they could always count on him, no matter the situation. Leo's wisdom and bravery made him the heart of the jungle community. Leo also took the time to teach the younger animals, sharing stories and lessons that would help them grow strong and wise. He led them through the jungle, showing them the best places to find food and water, and teaching them how to stay safe. In the evenings, Leo would rest with his friends, enjoying the cool breeze and the sounds of the jungle as they shared stories and laughter. As night fell, Leo would gaze at the stars, reflecting on the day's events and planning for the future. His wisdom and guidance were a beacon of hope for all the jungle inhabitants. One bright and sunny day, Ellie the elephant was happily walking through the vibrant jungle. The trees were lush and green, and the air was filled with the sounds of chirping birds and rustling leaves. She was on her way to the watering hole for a refreshing drink. The watering hole was her favorite spot where she could cool off and splash around with her friends. But today the sun was especially hot and Ellie was feeling more tired than usual. The heat was making her feel sluggish, and she longed for the cool water. As she walked along the familiar path, she didn't notice the muddy patch hidden beneath some fallen leaves. It was a trap waiting to catch her off guard.
Oh no! My feet are sinking! I'm stuck! Ellie exclaimed in distress, her voice filled with panic.
Suddenly, Ellie felt her feet sinking deeper into the mud. She tried to stay calm, but the more she struggled, the deeper she sank. She tried to pull them out, but the mud held her tight. Ellie was stuck. She pulled and tugged with all her might, but it was no use. The mud was too strong. Desperate, she trumpeted loudly for help, hoping that someone nearby would hear her cries. Her heart raced as she waited, hoping that a friend would come to her rescue. Leo heard Ellie's cries from across the jungle. The sound echoed through the dense trees, reaching his keen ears. He paused for a moment, his heart pounding, trying to pinpoint the exact direction of the distress calls. He knew she was in trouble. The urgency in her voice was unmistakable, and Leo's protective instincts kicked in immediately. He couldn't waste any time. Leo raced through the trees as fast as he could. His powerful legs propelled him forward, dodging branches and leaping over fallen logs. The forest blurred around him as he focused solely on reaching Ellie. When he saw Ellie stuck in the mud, his heart sank. She was struggling, her massive form half submerged and unable to free herself. The mud was thick and treacherous, gripping her tightly. He knew he had to act quickly. There was no time to lose. Leo's mind raced as he formulated a plan to rescue his friend. He needed help, and he needed it fast.
Ellie needs our help! Monkeys, bring vines! Rhinos, use your strength! Leo's voice rang out with authority, and the animals responded without hesitation. The monkeys swiftly gathered vines, and the rhinos prepared to use their immense power.
The animals knew Leo was right. They trusted his leadership and understood the gravity of the situation. Leo's determination was contagious, and it fueled their own resolve. They had to work together to save their friend. With coordinated efforts, the monkeys secured the vines around Ellie, and the rhinos pulled with all their might. Slowly but surely, Ellie began to emerge from the mud, thanks to the teamwork and Leo's quick thinking. The monkeys quickly gathered long, strong vines.
They threw them down to Ellie.
The rhinos tried to pull her out with the vines, but Ellie was stuck too deep. The mud was too thick.
Leo thought hard. He had to come up with a plan. He looked around the jungle. Then he had an idea. "We need to make a ramp," he roared.
The animals worked together, bringing rocks and logs. They piled them up against the muddy pit, making a ramp.
Leo directed everyone, making sure the ramp was strong.
Finally, the ramp was ready. The rhinos pushed from behind. Slowly, Ellie walked up the ramp. She was free. Everyone cheered. Ellie was so grateful to Leo and the other animals. She thanked them for working together to save her.
She thanked them for working together to save her.
Leo smiled. He knew that together they could overcome any challenge.
The jungle was peaceful again. The animals had learned a valuable lesson that day. They learned that with teamwork and kindness, anything is possible.